Hey guys, how's it going? Tip here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys the fifth episode of Fun of Gaming. I believe the last time I uploaded a Fun of Gaming episode was a couple years back, 2, 3 years back. So yeah, let's get right into it with Star Wars Battlefront. So as far as I know, this is the first Star Wars game to come out to consoles in quite a few years. I can't say I recall the last Star Wars game to be released on console besides this. Um, but I can tell you that two Star Wars games I played heavily back in the good old days was the original Star Wars Battlefront and Star Wars Battlefront 2. Um, so that leads me to thinking of if DICE is making a sequel to this game, uh, whether it be right now or in a few years or not even at all. But it makes you think if they're going to title the next one Battlefront 2, just like they did about 10 years back. Now, it might be a little bit confusing to refer to the games if they're titled the exact same thing. And if they were to make a second Battlefront, if it were to be taking place during the Clone Wars original trilogy and the new trilogy of Force Awakens, um, I think it'd be very interesting if they did so. There's a lot they could do with the Clone Wars. There's even a lot they can do with just Force Awakens alone. So that'll be interesting to see. I kind of understand how they're sticking to mainly the original trilogy for this Battlefront, just because of simplicity reasons, and I'm sure that, you know, given the way things were going with this game, that they didn't have, you know, uh, time wasn't on their side, put it that way, because I'm sure they wanted to release the game around the time Force Awakens was coming out, and they probably just didn't have enough time to go beyond the original trilogy, because obviously it takes a lot of work, to make a game, and if you're going to expand all things Star Wars, that's a lot of research, a lot of time. So I can respect the fact that there isn't Clone Wars in the game, or Force Awakens content. Um, but as far as DLC goes, I don't believe they're going to add that for this game, anyways. I believe in the second Battlefront they could do it, but I don't believe they're going to do it for this one. So, in this, basically what I do in these fun of gaming episodes, I just talk about whatever game I'm showcasing gameplay of, and I state my opinion on it. Most of the time, I'll pick games that I do enjoy, games I do like. Um, So, Star Wars Battlefront, it does have one negative about it, and that's not necessarily the game itself, but more of the price of the game and the season pass. Now, as far as I know, the game is regular price, but I have seen it drop in price quite a few times in the last month to about $50, $60, which isn't too bad for a game these days. But right now, as far as I know, on Xbox Live, the season pass is $80, which is quite ridiculous. The most a season pass should ever be is $20 or $30, and even that's kind of pushing it because if you think of it that way, you buy a game when it comes out, $80 now plus tax, a good $90, and plus the season pass is well over $100. And in order to get the full content of a game, you kind of have to buy the season pass, right? So I wish things were how they were 10 years ago. Like, a game would come out, we get the full game, maybe some free DLC on the side. And if there was DLC that you paid for, it wasn't very expensive. But obviously, those days have long gone past. Um, so in this game, the maximum level on multiplayer that you can reach is level 50. Now, there is no prestige system or anything that allows you to surpass level 50, which personally I think is kind of a shame because once you get to level 50, that's kind of it. And you can get to level 50 relatively fast. Um, and a lot of people say this game is directed towards casual gamers because of the amount, or I should say, the lack of content in the game. It's very simple. The ranking system isn't anything spectacular. Even a game like Call of Duty, which personally, that series had lost me at Black Ops, but a series like that has a much more diverse like ranking system, and obviously in Battlefront, it's very straightforward, which is a good and a bad thing, but take it as you will. But it seems to me that the developers aimed it more at casual gamers than hardcore gamers, or as you will. Um, So if you do plan on picking up this game and you haven't done it already, if you are a Star Wars fan and you're buying that game, you're buying the game solely for that reason. Um, in my opinion, there's only three game modes that you can play that really feel like Star Wars. Um, those would be Walker Assault, Fighter Squadron, and Heroes versus Villains. Walker Assault. If you guys have played Battlefront for the next minute or so, you might not want to listen. But basically, what I'm just going to be doing is talking about the game modes themselves. But anyways, Walker Assault. Basically, there's two Imperial Walkers. If you're the Imperials, you have to defend them. If you're the Rebels, you have to try and destroy them before the time runs out. Um, I believe it's 40 players, if I'm not wrong. 20 players in each team. So it is pretty chaotic when you get in the thick of things, but it is fun, and extremely satisfying when you can bring down a walker or keep yours up and standing. Heroes versus villains is basically what it is, what it sounds like. Basically, teams are made of 6 players. 3 players are villains, 3 players are heroes, and the remaining players play as troops. And you just have to defend your heroes, and first team to wipe out the other team's heroes or villains wins. It's very straightforward. It's pretty cool. You know, like you'll have some moments where it'll be Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, and you'll have a lightsaber fight, and it just feels like something straight out of the movies. It is pretty cool to play, or even to watch. But and last but not least is Fighter Squadron, which is just all-out air combat. Flying X-wings and A-wings, TIE fighters, TIE interceptors, that whole deal. Quite fun. It takes some time to get used to, but once you get the hang of it, it is very easy to master that. So the game itself runs very smooth. The graphics are amazing. Probably one of the best looking games out there for Xbox One. I've only played it for Xbox One, so I'm not sure if the graphics differ on PS4 or PC. Obviously, on PC, I'm sure the graphics are far superior, even, but PS4 are probably roughly the same. So, I guess that makes up for the lack of content in the game is the graphics themselves. But once again, it comes down to opinion and what you personally think of the game. So overall, I mean, it's a solid, fun game. Uh, there's nothing spectacular about it. It is Star Wars and it is fun. Um, but if you're looking for something that has a ranking system that's quite unique, I wouldn't recommend this game. But if you are a big Star Wars fan, I'd recommend waiting for this game to maybe go on sale. The season pass for sure. Wait for that to go on sale, and you should be good. So yeah, that's about all I have for you guys today. I'll be posting fun of gaming episodes probably monthly at the least, but I would like to do it once every week or two, but we'll see what happens. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you then. Peace.